She's an oldie but a goldie, boys and girls. Time for the ride home. All right, so episode 14, and we start this off. Got the kid, the boss loaded up. We're gonna see. We can't go to Edmonton. Somewhat of a whiteout, I guess. They're looking on the radar. Don't know exactly all that great to be traveling, but we're going to go to Edmonton and see if we can find ourselves a second truck. Today's the day. I tell you, it's something that I still don't. I'm not quite used to filming in public. So I apologize. I get a little nervous. I mean, it is what it is. One day you're just going to have to get over that, obviously. But of course, there was no one here when I started filming, and then as soon as I start, everyone shows up. That's awesome. There we go. All right. Get the heck out of here. Yo, road. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh. Say hello to the boss. Well, y'all, we're on our.
I can't.
What? Someone's already been on this side of the road. What do you mean you can't even see the road? If I can see the road and I'm blinder than you are, you can see the road. We can both see the road. What?
Fucking open my eyes. I can't.
We're doing just fine. Look at, there's all this road over here.
I don't know where the fuck in front of. Don't go faster. I don't know where the fucking road is.
What do you mean? It's right there. Look at. You don't trust me, do you?
I do.
I even turned into four-wheel drive. There's a big difference between someone that's been driving all over North America for the last how many years and someone that's only been to what, Edmonton? I guess and the Falk. Hey? Did you drive there then? Did you fly?
Driven once.
Yeah. Mm.
But I'm also sleep deprived and like these roads are stressing me out.
Her eyes are open in the back. Yeah. She probably realized Mama was freaking out.
Yeah.
She's not doing anything though. Yeah. Welcome to episode 14. We are headed to, like I said, at the fuel pump there. We're headed to Edmonton to go look at and test drive a possible second truck for my trucking company. And currently driving in subpar conditions. I don't think very many people will be driving in this. But here we are. So, yeah. I ended up a little bit of a backstory. The last 3 weeks, we were dealing on a 2005 379 with a Detroit. Beautiful truck, gray with orange fenders, polished tanks. Had a bunch of goodies under the hood, had a bunch of goodies in terms of chrome in the cab. And I won't say the guy's name. Maybe something came up or something happened. But we've been dealing on the truck for 3 weeks, and I thought I was as serious as one could get without saying I'm bringing a briefcase full of cash. And he ended up last Saturday at 2 o'clock, without any real notification, texted me that he had sold it. Now, that wouldn't be such a bad idea or such a bad situation, but I leave to go to work in my other truck 2 days from now, Thursday, and for 30 days. It's kind of tough. Not that I don't trust anyone to go and buy and look at a truck with me not there, but I kind of feel like it's my responsibility, obviously. So Saturday at 2 o'clock, I got the text, and then not so much panic, but scramble mode ensued. And I realized something, that Canada does not have a great selection for the type of truck that I want to run, being older than 2000 or 2000 and older. For a lot of guys out there that are watching this, they understand why, but for the people that don't, that's for 2 reasons. One, you don't have to run emissions. I think the emissions came out in 07. Excuse me. So that's your DEF fluid, which we could have a whole conversation about that on its own. I personally think it's a waste of time, waste of money, and it actually, in my opinion, pollutes the atmosphere more than carbon, or what's emitted out of everyone's tailpipe who drives a vehicle. And number 2, I don't have to, I can set a guy up running paper logs, which is really sweet. So yeah, Saturday afternoon, got the text, and like I said, scramble mode kind of ensued. Scoured everywhere from BC to basically Toronto, and kind of had a plan B in my back pocket that if needed, it'd be a little tough, and I don't think the boss here would approve, but I was ready to jump on a plane and go to Toronto on Sunday evening if needed, because I did find 2 trucks out there that were suitable candidates. But luckily enough, in my search, I found a truck that's rigged up, ready to go. I think it's actually a pretty sweet looking rig. Got a nice paint job on it. It's a flat top. Got a C model cat in it with, for my US friends, like 25,000 miles on a fresh out of frame, and for all the Canadians watching, about 45,000 kilometers on a fresh out of frame on this C model. So, and by the way, I'm not sure if Doug, if you watch YouTube, but by the sounds of it, so far from what you've been talking about on the phone, sounds like a pretty straight shooter. Sounds like a pretty good truck, pretty minty truck. Yeah, I think we'll sign off now and catch back up with you when we're in Edmonton looking at the truck. And we'll go from there, y'all. All right. Well, after a little bit of messing around here today, I figured it was going to take all day, but we have managed to transfer the ownership of the truck, get everything signed, get a permit, get temporary insurance, all that fun jazz in Edmonton here. And I will video more on it in a bit, but I will give you guys a quick review or quick reveal, because I am ready to get the hell out of town due to I'm over driving and being in Edmonton today. So first things first, this truck here that I just bought is a 1991 Kenworth W900B, so it's a short hood. It's got a C model cat in it. There she is. Big old fat rhubarb on the front. 40,000 K on a brand new motor. 200,000 on a transmission. 200,000 on the diffs. She's an oldie, but I got a good feeling she's gonna be nothing but a goldie. So I did move it from its original parking space, and I shut it off because we had a lot of running around to do today. So we're gonna give her first somewhat of a cold start. It's all mechanical. She's converted over. By the sounds of it, just purrs like a kitten. Awesome. Oh, I'm excited for this truck. This thing is slick. I can't wait to show you what I have in store for this old girl in the coming future. Oh boy. Needs a bit of a detail. But the whole gauge package, bunch of nice chrome toggle switches. We got a smaller hole, but at least you can step down in the bunk. Nice big bed in the back. Got a new Legacy on her. Oh, that's handy. Cup holder. Didn't know that. Gonna have to make a base for that damn thing, but yeah. Like I said, she's an oldie but a goldie, boys and girls. Time for the ride home. Let's get it. We're about to jump on the highway here. And see what this old C model can do here. Slowly waiting for it to warm up. I let her warm up for about 10-15 minutes, but like I said, I want to get the hell out of Edmonton. Had enough of it today. I'm over it. Being a truck driver, even though I've gone through a lot of... where it is? Gone through a lot of big cities. I personally don't like being in them if I don't have to be. But, so yeah. And this turning light is so, oh my God. This is why I don't like big cities. See that traffic jam up there? People are parked in the intersection and everything. I don't understand it. I really don't. I'm losing brain cells watching this hodgepodgery go down. I'll tell you that much right now. That is for sure. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to find a spot to hook the camera up and pull over here and try and find a spot when I get to a truck stop or something, and we'll see if we can't catch some more B model action. Come on! Woo! Well, we made it back to Minster, I guess. And let me tell ya, I didn't have time to find a spot with all the traffic to hook up my camera so I could do a little, I guess, speaking clip of the truck and what have you. But I gotta say, it's a good runner. She's a good runner. Figuring out that when you have a trans rated for 1800 RPMs, you don't go higher than 1800 RPM. So we'll see how that works out. Might have to throw a 2100 RPM transmission in there and maybe turn the pump up a little bit on the fuel side of things. But other than that, she ran pretty darn good. I'm warm in here, which is nice. My first truck, my cab over, I froze in the fucking thing, and my Peterbilt, I still kind of freeze. This is probably the warmest truck I have right now, which is awesome. So that's a good sign, even though we're coming out of winter, is what it is. But it is late enough that we will continue this video tomorrow in the daylight. I'm gonna go and give this truck a good rinse and see how she cleans up. And from there I can already see a few things that I'd like to change and start making it my own. So as the days go on, there'll for surely be YouTube videos or more videos to come about the progress of this truck, and I'm actually quite excited for it. I'm quite excited. So yeah, I'll check you guys tomorrow. Well, I'll be straight up with y'all. It was snowing and blistering enough that I didn't really find time to stop and put the camera up last night. So we're doing it now. Just amongst the list of other to-dos I got going on here before I leave for work. We're heading over to the wash bay. Give this newly acquired Kenworth of mine good old rinse. Bath time. So, what a good running truck. My driver sure likes it, so that's good. He's ready to step into a time capsule essentially on wheels, which is pretty awesome. And let me tell you what, as much chrome as there is for a Peterbilt, there's just as much or more for a Kenworth B model, which is awesome. So I'm sure it'll give me enough time. My driver, this freaking cup holder's coming out of here. I can't handle the fact that I hit my third gear and seventh gear under this freaking cup holder that doesn't really work. But you give me enough time, bet your ass you're gonna get a sunburn in here for how much chrome there is in the middle of summer. Yeah, see, just a good old running truck. Everything works too. That's sweet. All the lights work, all the spotlights work. Basco on the motor works, bunk heater works. Like I said, I'm quite excited to see how this old girl turns out in another year or two. So. There we go. I'm saying that straight pipes are a must right now, but I'm definitely thinking straight pipes are in the near future. Instead of rain caps on her, I think instead of 5-inch straights. 5-inch straights with some rain caps and make her bark. Make her bark. Yeah, I don't know just how much I'm gonna film today. I got a lot of legislature involving licensing and the whole bit to do today. Gotta wash my other rig now before we head up north. It'll be probably, I don't know, 30 some days before I see a wash bay. Hopefully not. Hope that's not the case, but I need to get her away. Yeah, get her going. Come on. Big hole against the dash, literally. Yeah, this thing's gonna sound gnarly when we get a set of straights on her. They gonna sound pretty good. Old B model, I tell you, no one really sees these things around anymore. In this kind of shape, I'm actually quite impressed. Like, the guy that I bought it off, after they redid the motor, or sorry, so how did that work? Guy bought it, stored it in a shop for 17 years. You tell me where you find a truck that's been just chilling. And then, and something happened with the motor, so they pulled it out, did a complete out-of-frame resto or rebuild on it. And by the time he was done and gave up on the truck, it had just under 39,000 K. And then the guy that I bought it off, okay, let's see if I can figure this freaking. So the cruise control is not a toggle. It's this plunger style. Like, it's got a spring and it actually pulls or locks down the freaking pedal when you do it. Now, I've never dealt with one of these. Wow. There's 1100, just like that. Good enough for me. So, yeah. Doug, the guy that I bought it off of there in Edmonton, Alberta, he
He bought it with the freshened up motor. Guy before him put a single overdrive 18 speed in it. If I'm not mistaken, it was one of the two. And then he redid the diffs on it, so they got less than 200,000. Transmission is less than 200,000. The motor at the time had 30-some thousand on it. And it turns out that Doug wanted to know what the hell he just had, or what he had under the motor. Took it to Whitehorse, had a minor oil leak underneath, coming out of the head. So they replaced the head, did the valves and the jakes and everything else before I bought it, literally like last month. So any of you truckers out there that know what I'm talking about, an out of frame with a brand new head and the whole 9 yards with 40,000 K. Oh, and it's got a brand new PTO kit that's never been used. Christ, I looked in the hydraulic tank last night and there ain't even hydraulic oil in there. So, you know, and if you're anyone that runs gravel or anything of the sort, you understand that PTOs aren't cheap, like to the tune of 15 grand. So for what we paid for it and what potential we have, and it being as old school as it is, it's a small hole bunk, which you better like driving an old school truck if you like for you to like a small hole. But for what it is, she's a beauty truck. I'm really enjoying it, and I look forward to showing you guys what she looks like after the bath. So check you in a bit. YouTube coming out for this truck. So
You're a vlogger?
what's that?
You're a vlogger?
Yeah, a little
Oh,
bit.
that's
Yeah,
good.
you betcha. You betcha, man. Well, we'll see ya. Woo. So girl cleans up pretty darn good. Let me tell ya, we have got a project on our hands. And not even really a project. She's pretty freaking slick just as it sits. So we got some ideas. I was over at the mechanics there this morning with it. And we're just gonna clean it up. Just gonna clean it up, get her looking right, fix a few odds and ends here, and we'll get her to work, and hopefully here fairly soon we can get her looking real good, real lit up, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm excited. This thing's freaking sweet. Like I say though, needs a set of straight pipes. And let me tell you what, everyone waves to me in this thing. Like, she's classic. Yeah. I wonder how many people are going to take up my time talking to me at fuel pumps over this truck. We'll have to see. But I love that cruise. I want one of them on my fucking feet. That's sick. And we're off. Other thing we got to do, let me forget. We're going to get ourselves a... Hey now. We got to get ourselves a... big old fat set of quad trumpet train horns on here. Hey. And for anyone watching, I know where to get train horns, but through TikTok or even put a comment down below for any of you boys out there that know where you can get your hands on a train bell. You know, when they're backing up. I might have just gave you a pretty big hint, but I'd like a train bell. If anyone out there knows of where I can get one. I would roll down that window, but it's crank. Yeah, I think instead of straight face, we're gonna make this thing sound rank. Frickin' rank. Well, I'm back at the shop here, so this is where the truck. Okay, let's see if I can figure this thing out now. 1,000, say 1,100. Like, do you want to get it tight? I wonder, because it seems like it tightens up. Whatever. I'll figure that out another day. But this is where we sit for now. Yeah, we expanded. Blue collar trucking and myself have taken the next step in this, I don't know if you want to call it career path or what, business path, and I am now liable for making sure that not only my own mouth is full of food and tank is full of fuel and wallet's full of money, but now I've got another guy that I gotta be responsible for, as he's got wife and kids, which it's definitely a different feeling when you acquire that kind of responsibility, you know. I'm not saying that it's for everyone, and what's crazy is that when you're, and I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else, because believe me, I'm just an average Joe. I'm just dealing with what cards I've been dealt with and trying to make the best of it. And it's different when you're in that situation, because if it all fails, you know, there goes everything. And then I'm so used to working for myself, it's start over time, you know. But I don't. I've got really high hopes for where we're going, and I really want to bring you guys along for this adventure on top of whatever else we get into. You know, I'm not done messing around with my 6-liter. I'd like to maybe do, I know it's just a plain Jane 6 liter, but maybe I could do something to it to make it a YouTube sensation. I don't know. I see like there's one guy, he cut the cab off of one of his 6 liters or 6.4 or something out here in Alberta. That was pretty sweet. But you know, or get to a point where it's not all work and some of it is play, and we can do some stuff that isn't so work orientated and bring you guys along for it, you know. But yeah, for right now, next few months is going to be focusing on make sure everyone's table or fridge is full of food, tanks are full of fuel, and wallets are full of cash the best I can. And we're going to hopefully have a good rest of our year. I intend to have a good rest of the year. I can't afford not to, if you know what I mean. And yeah. But I think I'm going to sign off here just because I have a lot of things to do and not a lot of time to do it. And I really wanted, I basically just wanted to show you guys the truck, what I purchased. I think it's going to be a really good runner. And like I say, over time, we're gonna get her all spruced up. Make sure my driver gets a sunburn in here, if you know what I mean, this summer. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna sign off.
Well, everyone, that's the end of her for now. Another day, another dollar made, you know. If you guys could do me an absolute huge favor, I'd be more than appreciative and grateful for it. If you could give this page a follow, Driving with Oz, share, like, comment, subscribe. Oh man, that would be awesome. And until next time, keep that shiny side up, keep that greasy side down, and we'll check you on the flip-flop. Come on.